I'm Mark Hatto, and I'm the minister at Emmanuel Baptist Church here in Swanage.
And what is the idea behind this Christmas tree festival?
The Christmas Tree Festival, well, it's to really bring the community together. It's an opportunity where everybody can come and just get engaged and show their wares of different community groups around the town. And it's just amazing how many people and different groups get involved. So it's a tremendous community event on all sorts of levels.
So each tree is sort of sponsored, is that right?
It is, yeah. They purchase the tree, and they're welcome to it afterwards when it's all taken down. But yeah, they come and they decorate it. We set a theme each year, and then they come and decorate it. Some enter into that theme more than others, but the whole purpose of it is so that they can then promote their particular aspect of their community work. And there's a vast variety, from schools right way through to other local charities. It's brilliant.
So what's the theme this year?
It's Christmas tradition, and I think it's old, new, can't remember, something around that sort of line. So we've got a variety of approaches. One of the care homes has done stuff for, and it's their residents have done things which are how they remember Christmas. And then you've got, you know, just around us here, some of the schools, and so they've done it from their perspective. So it gives a wide range, really, of opportunity.
So are you having a Christmas tree at home?
We are, yes.
Are you going to decorate?
Yes, I don't. It must be fairly standard stuff, though, I have to say. We don't spend a great deal of time doing it, but yeah, definitely have a tree at home.
But gathering inspiration.
Yes, yeah. And some of these are brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
the creativity is amazing.
So anything caught your eye in particular?
I always loved the badminton club. They are brilliant. The way they use shuttlecocks, I never thought there was a different way of doing it. Yeah, in fact, some of our own church connections, there's some good one from our children's group. But I love the schools, and I love the one which is actually behind us, which is so beautifully done, about a group trying to raise the old question of youth well-being, because it was a lad who took his own life, which is really sad. And so the family have created this trust and this charity, and it's lovely. They've done a beautiful job.
What charity is that?
Will does, and it's lovely. But yeah, I mean, there's some memories trees, there's all sorts of things, and so people can just come and enter in, and you know, if they want to be involved or just ponder around a particular tree, then it gives them that freedom to do it. It's great.
And so how does the Christmas Tree Festival fit into the wider picture of what you do here at the Baptist Church?
Community. We want to encourage everyone to see that church is not just about Sundays. It's not just about coming to worship services, but actually it's about finding a different dynamic and realizing that actually, from our point of view, God and Christianity has an effect and can change people's lives. And we always try and put a little bit of a twist on whatever it is we do, sharing something of the faith which we've got. We just want to encourage people to see that the things of faith, from our point of view, are very real and are relevant, even to 21st century life. And so we always, whatever we do here, we try and sort of make it very community-centred, open, the door is open to everybody. You don't have to be perfect to come to church, in fact, far from it, but rather that we can come and learn together and journey together. So that's the heart behind it from our point of view.
So not stiff and starchy, but accessible.
Oh, definitely not. No, that's one thing we do try and help people to overcome, is that it's not about, you know, the formality. It's about the reality of life and what part God can play in that.
And if you just want to look at the Christmas trees? No
pressure at all to do anything else. We're putting on some musical items as well, which makes it attractive from now and occasionally. We put in some readings, and there's visuals and the music. So yeah, we want it to be an experience rather than anything really too focused on the spiritual stuff, although that's crucial for us, very important.
So my name's Janet Norley, and I'm the church administrator here at Emmanuel Baptist Church.
And this must take quite a lot of organising, so many trees. How do you do it?
Well, we've been doing it for 5 years now, so we've got a bit of a system. But we have a team. There's a team of us who do it, someone in charge of the catering side, the ordering of trees and so on. So, yeah, it's very much teamwork.
And so how do you get in touch with all the different companies and charities that sponsor the trees?
So we originally went round to the shops and the charities, contacting them personally, but now we have people contact us to say when are the booking forms coming out, and this year we've got 45 trees, which is I think the most we've had, and we've got a waiting list for next year for 3 trees already. So yes, I think people know that we run the festival now, and they're quite keen to be involved in it.
So it starts on a Thursday?
Yes, it started today, Thursday the 5th, and it runs through Friday and Saturday. Then on Sunday we have at 4 o'clock a very special service called the Lights of Love service, and that's a remembrance service. So people who have lost loved ones can come, sing carols in a very beautiful atmosphere with all the trees, and they can light a candle for their loved one in memory of them. And it's just a lovely service. And of course at 10 o'clock we have our normal service as well.
So they're surrounded by all these amazing trees?
Yes, yes, it's quite spectacular. And every year more and more people leave their trees rather than collect them on the Saturday at the end. They leave their trees, they get pushed slightly to the side so we can put more chairs in, and yeah, it's a wonderful atmosphere.
And you also have some entertainment here as well while the tree festival's going on.
Yes, we do. And again, we have school choirs come. We have local performers. We've got the ukulele band from the URC Church coming in this afternoon, singing for pleasure, which is the dementia-friendly group. And then Karen Grant, who's a local girl who sings very nicely, and she comes as well. And it's all voluntary. They do get a free cup of tea at the end.
While the festival is very pretty and everything like that, there is a fundraising element to this as well.
Yes, every year the team chooses 2 charities, usually local charities, and over the years we've done lots of different charities. This year it's the Swanage Food Bank and the Swanage Lifeboat. So those are ours this year.
And how much money do you normally raise?
Usually we raise about £800, which is split equally between the 2. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. It just depends on the donations and how they come in.
So it's good to be sort of giving back to the community.
Oh, definitely, yeah, that's what we're all about, community.
And you live here in Swanage. What do you like about Swanage?
Well, where shall I start? Well, obviously, it's a beautiful place to live. And there's a lot of lovely places around. We're National Trust members, and we enjoy going to the castle just up the road, and Kingston Lacey. So there's lots of other things, Studland Beach, some beautiful places to go if you're a member. And then just walking. We just love walking. We walk up to Durlston, we walk along the cliff path. And in fact, my husband and I have done most of this section of the coastal path.
So you like walking?
We do enjoy walking, yes.
And what have you spotted on your trips? Anything interesting, like dolphins?
Well, no, we haven't found a dolphin yet, but yeah, it's just being out and about is great, and we just enjoy it. And of course, some very good coffee shops around as well. We enjoy the coffee shops too.
What's your favourite?
Oh, I think Home Nurseries has got to be my favourite coffee place, yeah, and lunches as well.
Yeah. And anywhere in particular actually in Swanage?
Well, we like to visit the Grand because you can sit on the balcony and you can got that amazing panoramic view of Swanage, which is really great. So we often pop up there if we want to treat ourselves.
I sometimes pinch myself, and in fact I did it again this morning, coming down along the seafront and thinking, I live here. And usually it was a holiday destination, or and these sort of places. But to live here is really special. I like the community here. There's a very much more of a community feel in this town than I've felt anywhere else. I suppose it's smallish, but there's a lot of commitment from the community to be involved. And we as churches, but also a lot of these charities, it's through our relationships together. And that's what I love about Swanage. It's got that sort of real deep connection with each other. And we do a lot together. All the churches work together. In fact, I think just behind me there's one thing called the Wave Youth and Children's Work, which we do as churches. That is a corporate event. And we host things here. There's a tree from the Swanage Disabled Group here, and I did their carol service last week. So there's just a lot of flowing in and out and supporting one another. And in fact, you see quite a few characters appearing all the time, and they might be wearing a different hat. I've got a Father Christmas hat on at the moment, but I do. I'm involved in the school and other things like that. So it's that sense of community which is special about Swanage.
And a visitor coming down to Swanage, where would you say were good things to see and do?
Well, obviously the physical surroundings down around the cliffs, Durlston, and along the coast path. It's beautiful. On the beach, of course, that's usually heaving in the middle of summer, but it's brilliant, and I can understand why. It's a quirky town centre, I think. It's a very oldie-worldy in that sort of way. But it's very nature, just coming and being a part of it for me is, I think, is a real attraction. Obviously, there are key events throughout the year. There's always something going on between the sort of spring and autumn. There's something almost every weekend in some way or other. Carnival's always a biggie. And lots of us get involved in Carnival Week in some way or other. So yeah, there's lots to do. But if you just want to come and be as well, that is equally a real attraction for this town.
Any top tips for a good cup of tea?
Well, you could come here, because we have a cafe based here, but we are the other end of town, and we realise that. But Love Cake is very good. It's very naughty too. But the tea rooms, Brook tea rooms, they're nice ones. So yeah, there's lots. We're very, very well blessed in this town for nice cafes and places just to sit and be. And you can actually even get a drink or whatever and then go and sit in the square on the seafront. It makes it very special. And nice ice creams as well, several lovely kiosks. So it's all good stuff.